Righty. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Swish Streaming with Steven. I am Steven. My team is Swish Gaming. If you enjoy the content that you see this evening, feel free to give my team Swish Gaming a follow on YouTube at Swish Gaming, Twitter, The Swish Gaming, Facebook, Swish Gaming, Twitch, The Swish Gaming, and we also have a website, swishgaming.com, where you can check out all sorts of gaming-related content. I hope you all have had a wonderful holiday. I have had a nice day myself, and now what better way to wind down than to play some more of the Holiday Cube. Real quick before we get started, want to give Jay Bro a shout out for giving us that huge raid the other night. That was absolutely awesome, and I believe he is the current trophy leader right now. We can actually go check that out, but that was absolutely awesome. Really thankful for that. But yeah, uh, Zioxide, thanks for the cheer, man. Oh, for some Inscription. We're not playing Inscription tonight, Matt. Not tonight. Tonight we're doing holiday cubing. It's cube time. But we'll play Inscription. I think we said Tuesday is the plan, right? That's when we're going to try and do it. Let's see who the trophy leader is. I think okay, so it was, J-Bro is tied. Just donating now for it? Okay, cool, man. Sick. But anyway, thanks a ton to this guy for coming over here and helping us out. So that was absolutely awesome. If he's on tonight when I get off, I'll raid him back. But okay, that being said, let's go ahead and let's hop in a Vintage Cube. And in the spirit of it being Christmas, I think we're just going to do a lot of Gruul. A lot of red-green decks tonight. Kind of what I'm feeling. If people want to donate for some different decks, maybe we'll deviate. But oh, well, Black Lotus. Well, that's a pretty good start. I think I'm just going to take a Lotus. Lotus is a good start. I'm not even looking at the rest of the pack. It's completely irrelevant. Black Lotus, please. We have done it. We have done it with the Black Lotus. It's a pretty good start to a draft. Oh, yeah. Mono white cards, amazing. Now, if we're going to play Gruul, if we're going to play red-green, Christmas red-green, what do we want to take here? So Craterhoof Behemoth, that card's kind of interesting, I guess. Sylvan Library's not the worst. This is honestly a very bad pack for Gruul. I guess Mere Battlesphere is kind of interesting, especially with Hoof later. Oh, man. Hoof them. Yeah, whatever. We'll just hoof them. I'm into it. Oh, here's this card again for some reason. All right, what can we do with this? Huntmaster is a very interesting card. Wall of Blossoms is a fine card, but pretty bad with Craterhoof Behemoth. I'm kind of into just taking a Huntmaster. Imperial Recruiter could be kind of sweet, though, too. A Crimson Vow uncommon. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. All right, do we want Huntmaster or Recruiter? I think it's very likely we will this card. Very unlikely we wheel this one. So they're just going to take Recruiter and we'll see what we can do. Well, this pack is absolutely awful. I'm just going to take a Magda because it's a red card. Okay, Siege Gang Commander is pretty sick with Craterhoof Behemoth. Also just a pretty okay card in general, honestly. I think it's a little better than Whisperwood. So we're just going to snap off the Siege Boy here. We can also Imperial Recruiter for this, which is really nice. Just going to play red-green Hoof'em. Gonti. No, we can't take Gonti, Matt. That's not a red or green card, dude. That's not a Christmas special card. How could we play that one? Gotta be all Gruul all night, dude. All Gruul all night. We're going to build a good Gruul deck this time. I know last time didn't go very well, but this time we're going to make it happen. Makes me sick. Yeah, it should make you sick, dude. It probably should, honestly. Whatever, though. We're going to find a way. We're going to make this work. I'm getting a 3-0 with Gruul tonight in the Vintage Cube. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. All right, Shield Breaker is very, very good, so that's what we're going to take. We can also tutor for it with Recruiter, which means we can tutor for a Artifact Destruction spell. I like that a lot. Destroying artifacts in the Vintage Cube is a premium. An absolute premium. So we're just going to snap that up. Corsair Crewfix is pretty cool. Solemn is a very good card. Heartbeat doesn't really do anything. Gruul. Yeah, dude, it's Christmas, man. Red-green. The red-green special. The red-green special. If you want to do some donations again or spend some channel points, we can switch. But I'm doing Gruul all night, at least for the next 2 hours while it's still Christmas. Solemn versus Corsair. This is pretty close. I think I'm going to do Solemn. It's better if I end up getting a pod. Sakura Tribe Elder, Devoted Druid. Those are both pretty close in power level. Devoted Druid can be kind of messed up. We can find more cards like Incinerate. I'm going to take Devoted Druid. Banefire. Good old Banefire, huh? What does Magus of the Order do? Put it onto the battlefield. So I can just tutor up Craterhoof. That's kind of cool, I guess. It's a good way to win the game. We're going to try this. I have no idea if that's even remotely playable, but we're trying it. I guess we'll take a Signet. Okay, we did wheel Huntmaster, so that's a good sign. Trying to sort things out here. Okay, that looks much nicer. None of this really matters at all. I guess I'll take this if we maybe wanted to splash. I don't know that splashing is allowed, though. I think we kind of just need to do straight Gruul. Heartbeat, huh? Doesn't seem particularly good. Interesting. If we find Sneak Attack or Through the Breach, this is unreal good. So I think I'm going to take this. Elvish Mystic could be good too, but this is a fun one right here. Let's see if we can pay that off. We're just going to put it off to the side for now because we're only playing it if we get Through the Breach or Sneak or both. But I'm not passing that here. I guess if we see a channel, we could channel it in maybe too. Not a horrible start to a Gruul deck, though. I mean, Black Lotus is always just good in anything, so. All right, we got a dual land. We've got Carroted, Yearling. What's this one do again? Returns artifacts or something, right? Okay, so pretty much nothing in this deck. I think I was going to take a Sylvan Carroted. Very happy with Sylvan Carroted. Hope to wield a dual land, I guess. Oh, there's an Ulamog the Infinite Gyre. How deep do I go? How deep do we go, chat? There's also just an Ignoble Hierarch. That's probably the correct pick here. The correct pick is certainly Ignoble, so I'm gonna take Ignoble. Wrenn and 6 doesn't really do anything for me, unfortunately. Does Chrome Mox do anything? Not really. It's okay, I guess. It's certainly better than, I mean, just Ooze Finks is just such nonsense. I could take a Griselbrand on the off chance that we want to sneak attack it in or through the breach it in, but we have neither of those cards yet. So probably just, I guess I'll just take Fast Mana. Fast Mana's broken, so why not, I guess. Oh, well, there's Through the Breach. We've done it. All right, step 1. Hopefully that Ulamog wheels to me. Raging Ravine versus Unholy Heat, huh? I don't have, like, any removal right now, so I might just take the Unholy Heat just to guarantee that we get that. Hopefully I can wheel the Copperline Gorge at least. Ravine's good, but it's not, like... It's not so good that I want to pass potential removal. So I think I'm going to take Unholy Heat. Past in Flames. Doesn't do a whole lot, huh? I guess I'm just taking a Wear Tear, another thing that blows up artifacts. I'm telling you, Blow Up Artifact is just so good in the Vintage Cube. It's just ridiculous. I might even just play this as a Shatter. We're going to put it off to the side for now, but these kind of effects are very good. All right, a Braid we're definitely playing. Progenitus is cool, but just 10 damage is whatever off the Through the Breach. Mystic versus Sword of Feast and Famine. Swords are pretty good in decks like this, I will say. Mystic is still probably the correct thing, though. If there wasn't like a really good playable there, I would have taken the sword, but I think I want that. All right, there's a dual land for us. That's nice. Gargaroth versus Plow Under. I'm just not a huge fan of Plow Under personally, ever. We're going to take Gargaroth. Scavenging Ooze versus Finks. None of these cards are particularly good at all. I guess we'll take the Ooze because it can randomly be good against Reanimator. Take another Signet, although I probably don't want to play 2, to be honest. Thirst for Discovery and a Baneslayer. All right. Can we please get a sneak attack? All I want for Christmas is a sneak attack. Well, Sol Ring is pretty good too. I guess I won't complain about that, huh? We got a lot of good things that can come back to us here too. Acidic Slime and Veil are the two I would really like. We'd take a Karn though. Our deck is very good at producing a lot of mana. There's sneak attack. We did it, folks. Sneaking and attacking. We've done it. Okay, that's pretty good. Hopefully we can get Kozilek. We've obviously lost Ulamog, which sucks. All right, Atarka's pretty good. So's, I mean, Blightsteel. All this is amazing. Good lord. Wow. What a great pack for me. So I should be able to probably wheel one of these. Hopefully. Even this one's, like, interesting. This is just good as a fair card, potentially. Man, what a pack this is. Are we just Emrakul's the deck? Just take another Emrakul and hope to wheel one of these? I'm probably supposed to... Man, that's tough. This card's just so good. This one's also a pretty reasonable fair card, so I guess I just take this and hope to wield this, or, I mean, there are multiple other things I'd be happy to wheel, but I'm just going to take the card that I absolutely know I want. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right. This is a pack. Terastodon is kind of cool. Honestly, again, a lot of cool stuff here. It sucks both of these are in the same pack. I'm not going to wheel... I don't think I wheel the other if I take one. So I feel like I want to try taking these, but like hope that this wheels, I guess. Probably just going to take Nasty Terasti here. Such a sweet card to have access to. Just being able to answer any permanents that anybody plays seems good to me. We could wheel any of this too potentially, so we're gonna take this. Season Pyro seems pretty good to me. It's a pretty solid card. We already have plenty of mana, ramp, and Mystic, and Hierarch. So I think I'm going to take the Season Pyro. Pretty happy with this, I think. Wall of Roots versus Thundermaw Hellkite, huh? Well, we're doing pretty good for 5-drops. I'm probably not going to play Whisperwood, though. Whisperwood seems terrible in a sneak attack deck. I can randomly flip either half of the quote-unquote combo and get really screwed. I just take a Wall of Roots. Wall of Roots is not bad at all. Just more mana, can get me to my messed up cards quicker. If there's one way to win in Vintage Cube, it is ramp. Well, Nahiri would be quite a cool splash. Quite a cool splash. Fauna Shaman is also really good, and then I don't even have to splash. Yeah, I actually think I want Fauna Shaman. Don't even have to worry about the splash that way, and then if I ever get stuck with the bombs in my hand, I can pitch them for other stuff, and then if it's the Emrakul, it obviously shuffles back in, which is sick. So let's do this. Oh, Wormcoil Engine, huh? That's not too bad at all. Wormcoil Engine is a solid fair game card and also just, yeah, very solid sneak attack creature as well. All right, well, we got literally everything we wanted. I think I'm going to take Slime. Just another sick ETB. Very good fair card. Also very good at being unfair. Also, I can tutor it with Recruiter, which is really nice. Green Sun Zenith, yes please. All right, we wheeled both of these. Oh, I guess I just take the thing that can randomly win me games with Through the Breach and Sneak Attack. This is a better card by itself, though. I can't not play 2 Emrakuls. It's just too hard. This is a pretty good sideboard card, I suppose. Memory Jar would be, I guess, kind of interesting here, too, but I'm going to take Chlasm. I like having access to that post-board. Crucible of Worlds doesn't do anything here, but we're going to take it anyway. I'll take this Euro, and sure. Oh, we got the Nahiri anyway. Interesting. Got the Nahiri anyway. Okay. Well, let's get all the stuff I know we're not playing out of here. I don't want to main deck that at all. Okay. All the other stuff I like pretty well. The Crater Hoof's a little medium in this deck, but we can make it. Oh yeah, I don't think I love that in the main deck. The Hoof's an interesting one, but it's so good with Siege Gang Commander and Seasoned Pyromancer that I still think I'm going to play it. Could also be good with Gargroth if I decide to make 3/3s as well. I think right now I definitely have too much mana. I think the creatures are better than these. The creatures that produce mana. Because they function with Sneak Attack, Fauna Shaman, all that stuff. So how many lands does this deck need to play is one question. And is this green creature? You have to search it for a green creature. Is that even good? I guess it's really good with Terastodon, potentially. It's very slow, kind of glacial. In fact, I didn't realize you had to sack it and another green creature. I thought you could just sack it when I took it initially. This seems kind of bad to me. I think we're just all in on the sneak through the breach plan. So let's get rid of that. Let's see. What else do we not like? Maybe I don't need Unholy Heat. Seems a little aggressive against aggressive creature strategies. I feel like we need a little more than what we have currently. So I guess Magda kind of sucks. Magda's not particularly impressive. I'm going to cut that here. I'm not a very aggressive deck, and I just kind of want to combo kill people. So let's get rid of that. I feel like this deck's probably only supposed to be about 15 lands, considering I have Chrome Mox, Black Lotus, Soul Ring, and tons of ways to produce mana. So I think I'm only going to play 15 lands, which means I still need 3 more cuts. 3 more cuts. So what if I just don't play the GSC? It's kind of good though that it can get Fauna Shaman. Getting Fauna Shaman's a very real thing. And obviously getting all this stuff's pretty good too. Maybe I don't need the Emrakul to Promise End. I guess Huntmaster's pretty medium. That's a pretty medium card. I can board that in I mean, it's gonna come in against most things, the annoying thing about it, but maybe I'm still supposed to cut it. It's kind of small ball compared to the other stuff I have. Maybe I don't need Embereth, Shieldbreaker, Abrade, and Acidic Slime for artifacts and enchantments, but I feel like being able to nuke artifacts is just so important. And the fact that I can recruit for Acidic Slime, so it's less important that I can recruit for this now than it was initially. But I mean, artifacts are just so busted in this cube. I really like having a lot of answers to them. A lot of people draft Signets way higher than they should, so you just have a bunch of targets against every archetype. But it's probably the worst card, so let's get rid of it. Just like Solemn. Solemn's just such a good card. Probably not supposed to cut it. This is tough. This last cut's tough. I suppose I could not play Chrome Mox. That doesn't really... I mean, that would still... Then I would kind of want the 16th land, though. So, not sure that I want to do that. Is Chrome Mox good? I think it's fine. Does the card... Oh... So it can, if I exile a colorless card, I can still add a colorless mana, right? With that, I haven't played that much at Chrome Mox, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Oh no, I can't. Well, if that's the case, then this just shouldn't be in the deck, and we should just play another land. Um, I think. I think I need to be 16. There's like a world where this is 15. Lotus, Soul Ring, these. I think I need to be 16 though. I think 15's a little greedy. Colorless is not a color. I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe just the Emrakul Promise End. Maybe we don't need that in the main deck. A good thing to get out of the board. I think we're going to run it like this. What did I get / give for Christmas? Just pretty much got some. I got a GameStop gift card from my mom, which was really cool. I'm going to be spending that at the end of the month on the new Pokemon Legends of Arceus. The new Kirby game looks pretty sweet. I might try that one out. What do we think of this mana? I think I'm going to go like this. Julia got me some really awesome new speakers for the computer, so I'm using those right now. Got those all set up, which is really cool. You guys still hear me through the mic at the moment, but my audio comes now from the speakers. They're really sweet. She also got me the Stardew Valley board game, which is still on the way. And then, what was the other? Oh, she got me a new backpack, which I was in very dire need of a new backpack. So that was really cool. Got some money from my grandma. Got some like candy and stuff from my aunt. And then as far as stuff that I gave my mom some gift cards, gave my grandma some candy. Pretty much, just like classic family stuff. Julia wanted a new power drill, so I bought a new power drill for her. And then I also got her it was kind of a gift for both of us, honestly, but I got her the Mario Party, like All-Star game. All right, I think we're going to do this, chat. This is where we're going to go with this. Let's see how it works. Looks pretty good. I mean, it's kind of broken for a Gruul deck. It's doing some busted stuff, which is a good start. So let's hope this goes well for us. Happy holidays to everybody who's joining. I was telling people who are already here when we started, I'm going to do Gruul for the next couple drafts, some red-green for the Christmas season, Got to do a few Gruul drafts here. If anybody wants to do donations or spend channel points, you can have me do a stip draft. That's fine as well. I'm probably not going to go as late as I went the other night, but I think I'll be drafting till about 2 a.m. probably. All right, I would like to go first. This hand sucks. No, thank you. Well, this hand's a keep. I think I'm just going to get rid of Forest here. Be a little greedy, but if I draw like through the Breach or Sneak Attack, I definitely want this. Snap Mulligan. Do I have to Snap Mulligan this hand, Josh, or was it the last one? Mr. Do eat? All right, so you want me to mull this. Great. Fine. All right, well, keep. Okay. I think I'm going to get rid of this. And get rid of... Trying to think of what's more important. If I draw a Seasoned Pyro, the other red's going to be more important. Same thing with like Sneak Attack and stuff. I think I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, let's play our guy and say go ahead. Unfortunate that we had to mulligan that last hand there, not going to lie. The last hand would have been nice. Who knows, though? Maybe I'll just draw a sneak attack and Emrakul my opponent out of the game. That is not a sneak attack at all. Just going to punch for one, may as well. And we'll F6 it up. Blah. Yep. All right. Opponent mono greening, or are they playing green and okay, Abzan. Interesting. Well, the good news is Abzan's not typically like a busted deck. And it's also not a deck with counter spells in it, so hopefully the sneak attack plan will work out well against them or through the breach. Okay, not great draws at all so far. All right, through the breach, baby. Yeah, eventually, you're not wrong. The deck actually can produce that much mana. Let's just draw through the breach right now. Through the breach, cheat it in, annihilate all their permanents, hit them for 16. Yep, sure. All right, through the breach, one time. One time, chat. All I want for Christmas is through the breach off the top. Through the breach. Honestly, sneak attack's like just as good. So either one, please. How about a mountain? How about a mountain? Okay. This has been rather unfortunate, to say the least. Sure. Sneak attack through the breach would still be excelente. Honestly, just a spell would be a good start. Oh, very cool, man. That sounds fun. That's sweet. You got the girlfriend to switch. Poker tournament sounds cool. How are you? Are you like playing that through an online site, or are you doing like an in-paper tournament? All right, another mountain. Nice, nice. More mountains. I would say that maybe I should play less lands, but my first 7 had 0 lands in it, so it's just been one of those games, I guess. Woodfall Primus on top of their deck. Okay. They didn't play an extra land last turn, so that kind of leads me to believe they don't have another one in their hand, unless they just forgot to play. Ah. Okay. Well, that would explain not playing extra lands if you have a library. Unholy Heat. I just like have to kill this Oracle. There's like no way I can let that live, I don't think. Especially not with a library. So let's punch. Going to Firekeepers? Cool, dude. Nice. Very nice. Oh, very cool, man. I wasn't aware you had a kid, dude. That's cool, man. Awesome, man. Well, we're happy to have you. Taken 3. Okay. Well, Worm is not terrible. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, you could absolutely be a total troll with that. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure Zyphon has told me to edit the point amount for that, and I thought I did edit the point amount for that, but I must have edited the point amount for something else. But that point amount is probably too low as it is, honestly. But whatever. I'm not going to edit it tonight. I'll probably go. Yeah, I know it's still 1,000. Oops. I guess I play my land. There's no real reason not to. We'll play this Wurmcoil Engine. And I mean, the good news is it doesn't look like my opponent's deck is particularly good against Wurmcoil Engine, at least. So it's going to buy us time to try and find the combo. Yeah, it's a little too low for sure for how many, especially for how many trolls are in this chat. But whatever. I'll leave it for tonight, and honestly, if I remember tomorrow, I'll probably edit it. I still need to get Nightbot off of here, too. I do. I do still live in Michigan, yeah. How about you? You calling me names? No, well, maybe. I am calling you a troll, so. We've got a lot of trolls in this chat. I know we do. Well, I got some choice names for. You live downstate now? Okay. Cool, man. Where are you living at these days? Dude, Zoc, you go right ahead, man. We can do some Pokemon battling on stream. That could be pretty fun. Nissa. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We definitely will. All right. Well, we're still just looking for through the breach or sneak attack would be excellent. Terastodon would be pretty good too. Near Ann Arbor. Okay, I'm still in Grand Rapids. Still in Grand Rapids. Still at my dad's old place. All right. Well, things are a little dire right now, but at least we get to attack this for 7 and force him to chump. Wall of Roots. Man, our draws have not been kind. Pumped for the Michigan game Friday, too. Oh, yeah, man, for sure. It's going to be a sweet game. I think it's going to be really close. I really do. I'd be surprised if it's a win for either team by more than 7. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, he enjoyed watching some tennis. Can I believe that ludicrous display last night? What was that? I'm not even sure what you're referring to, Zoc. joke reference? Okay, no. No, I didn't. Oh boy. All right, we're just gonna hope. Just gonna hope that we can draw something good. This has been a pretty rough game. Mull to 5, and then just like keep the Emrakul, never draw the 2 cards that can cheat it in. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're just joining the sports convo. Got it. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. No Civ, I see. Garbatron, not tonight because Andrew had some stuff he needed to attend to, so we're probably going to play tomorrow. I'm not sure if we'll stream it or not, but he and I plan on playing tomorrow. Dark Confidant, you got it. Yup. Absence Pilgrim, you got it. He's just playing all these off the top with Augur. That's absolutely insane. With a fetch land, too. So good, man. I don't even know that we would win the game if we drew Emmy anymore, or if we drew a sneak effect anymore. We can put our opponent in a much worse position, obviously, because we can put him to a very low life total. I could just put him to 1, which then would make like Siege Gang Commander and stuff lethal. But killing Nissa would maybe take priority. I really don't know. Oh my god, dude. Hoo-wee. That is a good one with Nissa. Also pretty good against this Emmy getting cheated into play. Well, now that they're at 16, we can just kill them. So. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. My dad passed away about. I mean, at this point, it's been 3 or 4 years ago. But thanks, man. Appreciate the condolences there. Okay. That is an Oko. I think my Wurmcoil is going to be an Elk. Worm Elk Engine. Okay. Well, through the Breach or Sneak Attack wins us the game. We just 16 our opponent in the face with Emrakul, so maybe I can draw it. Maybe I can draw it. At least opponents used a lot of time on clock. There's a world where we could win via clock. It's not how I want to win the match, but they are taking... I mean, they do, in their defense, they have a million decisions to make. They're playing off the top of their deck, having Nissa. Now they have an Oko too. Just infinite decisions. But I mean, at this point, just slam, man. Just send it. Just send it, opponent. Okay. Sure. Can I please draw a sneak or a breach? Please, one time. One time. We need a Christmas miracle. Right now. We don't need a Christmas forest. That is for sure. That was not a Christmas miracle. Well, we're going to just continue just kind of sitting here, I guess. 5, 8, 9, 10 mana. That ain't it. Thank you, Zoc, for that. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Hi. Draw card. You got it, man. Dave Palmer, thank you for liking the stream, buddy. Appreciate you. Happy holidays. Gonna do another one for the next Mull. God dang it, dude. All right, never mind. I might have to go edit the points real quick. We got people abusing the system. Got people abusing the system in here. To be fair, we could have won on this mulligan to 5 very easily. Like, I just needed to draw a breach or a sneak at literally any point of the game. We've missed it on like 12 draws in a row. So, what can you do, I guess? I guess 8 draws in a row, but who knows? Maybe we'll hit it on this one. Would still be lethal, turns out. Assuming my opponent can't kill me, and I don't think they can yet, unless they have a hoof. Obviously, if they have a hoof, they murder me, but not a ton I can do about that. Opponent has used an asinine amount of time in this game. This is like unreal. They've used almost half their moto clock, and all I've done all game is played lands. Like, that's it. That's all I've done. It's just land go, land go, land Manadork go, land Wormcoil Engine on like turn 8. Like, nothing I've done has been remotely interesting or impressive in this game. I'm safe for now. Good deal. It won't let you gift another? That's weird. Kogla. Yep, there goes my elk. See you later, elk. Alright. You can bounce humans with that. Fortunately, can't bounce biogenic ooze, although I guess that really wouldn't matter at this point anyway. Sure. So I need to not die, and I need to keep the Ignoble Hierarch in play, because that would be 16 damage if we draw a breach or a sneak. So we're going to get one more turn to peel it. Okay, Elk's the thing that can attack. Nice. Good stuff. Sure, 9. Put this on the biggest thing, which is just going to be a 3-power guy. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, sure, whatever. 12, 17, 18. If he attacks all, I have to lose the Ignoble. Alright, well, my opponent is being a maniac if they don't send the library. Thank you. Alright, we can still win because of that. So I block here, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. Imagine not sending Library of Alexandria there. Yikes. Can you say yikes? Opponent down to almost 1130 now. Alright, can I please, one time, peel it off the top? Can I be a lucky boy? That ain't it. Alright, we're just going to concede. I'm not going to show him that. I guess I'll F6 and make him waste time. But I'd rather just not even show them the Garg. Hangerback Walker is good to know about, I guess. I'm just doing all this to make him kill me here. Sure, man. You got it. F6. Yeah, there's that Nightbot up to its old tricks again. I'll be disabling Nightbot in the near future. I've had about enough of the things that it that it gets angry about. It gets angry about the dumbest stuff. Alright, opponent's just taking time for whatever reason. Sure, dude. Oppo my stuff. You got it, man. Just give me more information about your deck. Thank you. Thank you very much. What is the run home to mom command? So when I'm playing Pokemon, if you just want to send me back home, you can pay points to send me back home to mom. People were doing that a lot in our Pokemon race. They kept sending me and Eli back to the very first town, and we had to go chat with our mother. Dude, what is my opponent doing? Just attack and kill me, please, God. This is absolutely unbelievable. They've taken a minute and a half on this turn that is irrelevant. The game is completely over. And they just keep doing things. They're going to be less than 10 minutes. I decided to make them play this turn with 11:41 on the clock. They've wasted almost 2 entire minutes on this one turn. I mean, they can't lose. They literally cannot lose. I'm going to make them assign damage, I guess. That's how that works, right? Get a few more seconds off the clock. Whatever, dude. You got me, opponent. Well done. All right, -31. Good stuff. Okay. Huntmaster is interesting. Pyroclasm seems great. Yeah, no, I'm aware people can play fast when they need to, for sure, but that's fine. All right, we're gonna bring in the Clasm. Do I really want any of this other stuff? Shield Breaker. We didn't see a ton of artifacts. Most of his ramp is creature based. Do I want Huntmaster? Being able to flip it. Being able to flip it and ping things off seems really, really good. Desire to instant mull growing. Well, yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'm sure that desire is growing. I don't. Oh. All right. What do we not want here? Zok Dracini just subscribed. Thank you very much, pal. Appreciate you. Okay. Solemn is really kind of small ball here. I think I might cut Solemn. Like ramps me to stuff, which is okay. But Siege Gang I definitely like. Being able to pick off their mana producers seems good. It's also just so good with Behemoth. Terastodon's interesting, but I think I want a good answer to Nissa. Thank you for another gifted sub there. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Is Wormy maybe just kind of nonsense? It's kind of just big and derpy. It'll be really good in the games where it's good, but in the games where it's not good, maybe it's too weak. I think I want to cut these. Didn't give you more points? Fair. It's funny. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. Let's go for this and see how it works. I would. Oh my god, no red mana. Classic. Can I keep a hand with no red? I don't think I can. This hand's just god-awful. I'm going to mull this. Alright, this hand at least plays magic. We're just going to hold the Lotus for now. Put that on the bottom, I suppose. Play Copperline. Copperline, F6. Yeah, this one is way, way better. No question. Okay. Opponent might be picking up the pace a little bit here. Alright, we're going to just draw lands all game again. I feel it. Feel it in my bones. Just infinite lands incoming. Go ahead. Yep. We did see Mox, didn't we? Oh, Oko? Just a classic turn 2 Oko, huh? Sure thing, man. Oh, okay. He elked the Shaman. Well, that's great, because I can just kill his thing, and we're just flooding anyway. Safana Shaman effectively had no text. This is unreal. We have drawn lands on like 80% of our draw steps. in this match. I swear to God. Maybe we will try 15 lands next game. That's definitely confirmation bias, and I'm almost certain it's going to end up being incorrect. But because this deck does want to hit lands, but it just doesn't want to draw only lands. Like, this is literally already like 35% of the lands in my deck. 30, I guess it's about 33%, but still just insane, man. Adam, thank you for liking the stream, dude. Appreciate you. Happy holidays. For those that don't know, Mr. Love also streams, is also a Team Swish member. Oh boy, oh boy. This is a fun game, man. Magic is a fun game all the time. Yeah, joking. Yeah. Oko is very obnoxious. Fortunately, our opponent elked our thing. They definitely should not have elked our thing. They didn't know, though. They didn't know how unplayable my hand was, so. It's probably not going to end up mattering anyway, because we've literally drawn a land on every single draw step of the game. We haven't drawn a single spell. So, here we are. Oppo, sure. Yep, that's an opposition. You got it. More creatures. Yep. Guess I need to draw that Pyroclasm. Clasm would be pretty sick. But we're about to get Oppo'd out of the game. I guess I can always just sandbag this for a Clasm no matter what. Opponent's probably going to try and tap me off red here, I would imagine. Yep. Sure. Green Sun Zenith. I can do that for 5. Can I go get anything of relevance? I don't think so. If I could get Siege Gang, that'd be gas, but I can't. I can go get Acidic Slime. That's what I have to go get. I have to slime the Oppo, huh? Get slimy. Can do it for 7. What? 3, 4. He tapped me down, Zoc, so I can only do it for 5. I wish I could do it for 7. Then I could just Atarka and kill his stuff. Well, no, I probably can't because I'm probably getting Oppo'd again. Yeah, I'm just going to keep getting Oppo'd, dude. So I think I need to play land and just go get Acidic Slime and blow up the Oppo. And then this shuffles back in, obviously. Yeah. The opposition is a nightmare. I think we just have to deal with it. Which is not amazing, but here we are. Green mana. Do this for 5. Done. Yeah. Let's get that off the board. Let's punch for 3, I guess. the Hydroid Krasis that we knew they drew is going to be very problematic. Their hand is just very good. They're going to draw that Kogla there. Is our deck bad? Our deck's not, like, amazing, but I'm drawing, like last game, for example, just never drawing a sneak effect. I have 2 of them. Like, I guess I don't have, like, a ton of selection, but I don't think our deck is this bad. All we've drawn are lands, you know? Yeah, my opening hands have not been amazing. The forced mulligan was really awkward. The 6 in game 1 was certainly better than the 5. But yeah, the draws have been horrendous. Just about as bad as possible, honestly. Fair enough. All right, Huntmaster is a real card. Huntmaster is a real card. I'm just going to send both. My opponent wants to trade, they may. Probably going to, okay, they're just going to take 5. You got it? Huntmaster of the Fells. Gain 2, get Guy. Just going to hold the land for now. No huge reason to play it, I don't think. Okay, still no lands for my opponent. I guess that's good. Sure. 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 I really need to rip the Chasm. The Chasm would be insane. Even though it would kill a lot of my stuff, it would kill so much of their stuff that it would just be very, very good. Alright, never mind. I don't really want the Chasm anymore. Hopefully my opponent can just take forever on their decisions and just lose. That's kind of what we need right now. Really? What is that about? Why would you not just wait on that? I cannot believe that play. Just want a blocker, I guess? Classic, another land. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I am going to play one now because if we draw a Tarka, we can hard cast it. How do we want to attack? Yeah, for sure. I agree with that, definitely. I guess I'll just pass turn. There's no huge reason to attack. My opponent can just trade this with this now. Attacking with this is, like, kind of interesting, I guess. Send this at the Nissa. Yeah, I guess attacking with this is interesting. I think I'm into it. I'd like to pressure the Nissa, I think. And I'm fine with pretty much any block that my opponent will give me here. Thank you, Zoc, for the cheer. Appreciate you. Sure, I'm fine with killing both those. Thank you very much. Flip this Huntmaster, kill your Oracle, deal 2 to Nissa. Sure. His opponent's just showing me all their cards for no reason too, unless they have a removal spell. Okay. So they drew Twist, Breeding Pool, and now they're drawing a Tribe Elder. I think we go 2 here and 2 to the Oracle. Get this stuff off the board. That's enough of that. Sure. You're armed with a Snap Mulligan? Fair. Fair enough. You got a land. Congratulations, sir. Well done. Sure. Nice. Get to flip this again and pass and just reflip it again. Opponent very kind to allow that. Nasty Terasti. Well, that's not doing anything yet, but it could be good later, I guess. Well, let's flip this Huntmaster, kill the Pilgrim, and deal 2 to the Nissa again. Sure. Yeah, pop those clues, dude. Pop them off, baby. You got it. The reason I'm hitting the Nissa is I just don't want him to be able to make a 4-4. 4-4 seems annoying, so let's just not let him do that for as long as possible. Sure thing. Opponent is pretty low on the clock, which is, I guess, good. Nissa is going to be, yeah, Nissa is going to be annoying. At least we have a 4-4 right now. The Biogenic Ooze, man, is just, like, so scary right now, though. Yeah, we knew that was there. Probably just makes another Ooze, I would imagine. Can he make 2 of them? Could potentially. Tasigur. Sure thing. Our opponent is very low on clock. That's the good news. Almost down to a minute now. What? You can have an elf back. Why would you not just make more tokens there, man? Sure, yeah, whatever. You got that. Alright, opponent down to under a minute. We're going to flip Huntmaster again here, too, so gain another 2 life and get another wolf. And then I just get to pass and flip it back. And kill the Ignoble and the Nissa Sage Animist, I guess. Yeah, I don't think opponent knows how to manage their yields very well, so they are going to lose this match, which is kind of unbelievable. It's a Christmas miracle for me, I guess. I'm just going to F6 because I can't do anything. F6 it, man. You got 30 seconds. Do what you will. Sure. Sure. Yeah, opponent down to 19 seconds. There's like no way they can kill me this turn, I don't think. Just put Acidic Slime on Tireless Tracker, chump other stuff. Yeah, you got it, dude. They're not even going to make it to combat. Good lord. Yikes, opponent. Yikes. Unfortunate for our opponent. As my teammate and podcast partner Larry Fields would say, we take those. Sometimes the opponent just doesn't know how to manage the client, even worse than me, which is really saying something. But alas, here we are. Do I want to edit this deck at all? I really don't think so. I mean, I could cut a land. We have flooded like 2 games in a row, like horribly. So maybe I want like one more spell for one more land. Probably going to get punished for that immediately, but maybe we just do it. If I did, I'd probably play the Emrakul, the Promised End. Classic 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, you are. You are indeed. All right. To trim a land, to not trim a land. We're going to try trimming a land. I think it's going to be a forest. 7, 8. So I've got 8 of each. I think we're just going to main deck the Huntmaster. I was actually pretty impressed with it that game. I think it is like good against pretty much every archetype, right? It's like pretty good against control, it's pretty good against mid-range, and it's like very good against aggro. So it's just a solid card. Probably should just be in the deck. All right, well, getting a little greedy, I think, with the 15 lands, but we'll see. Maybe I just misevaluated how many lands I actually needed in the deck. Not how I necessarily wanted to get the first win, but we'll take it, I guess. I would have liked to draw through the breach in game 1 and just killed my opponent. And would have liked to draw better that game too. But I guess sometimes you just got to win like that. You just got to clock them. Just got to clock them. Well, we have it through the breach whenever we draw the Emrakul. This can also tutor for the Emrakul if we draw a green source. This hand is very awkward, but I am going to keep it. I mean, we just can do so much messed up stuff, and we're on the draw. But if I draw any... oh, Mole. Sorry, Zoc. I didn't see that yet. I'll mull my next hand. Oh, no. Well, that's a yikes. I assume there goes the Lotus, but who knows. Okay. Copperline Gorge 1 time. Forest 1 time, please. Huntmaster. Okay. This is what I get for cutting a land, by the way. This would have been a forest. Alright, well, lucky me. Let's do that. I think I just want to start ramping. It lets me play Huntmaster next turn, potentially, so they can counter this. If they have a kill spell, they'll probably kill it, I assume. Maybe not. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Huntmaster seems pretty good against whatever our opponent's doing. They seem to be kind of mid-rangey. Mid-rangey or control deck. Either way, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm trying to think if Imperial Recruiter really does anything. It doesn't really yet. Yeah, let's do this. Can you counter it? Or kill it? If they have either of those things, it will happen. If they have like a miscalc, it absolutely gets converted here, I'd imagine. Okay, so they must have a removal spell or a sweeper. I can't imagine they're just going to let Huntmaster chill, but who knows? Yeah. Thirst. Okay, that makes sense too. Okay, so they're playing Reanimator. Uh-oh. I am indeed in danger. Necromancy. Paying costs. Dismember. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't do a whole lot here. Alright, it's time to try and get this going, I guess. And I have another 1-drop I can go get with Green Sun Zenith, which I'm probably going to do as well, because the next turn I can pitch this for the Emrakul and breach it in. So, yeah. Is there any better thing I can do? Could GSZ for 2 to go get the wall? Is that better? GSC for 2, get wall? I don't think so. Don't think it's better. Please do not have a sweeper. Living Death would be like absolute worst case scenario here, and it seems like very plausible that they would have it. They're playing a Reanimator deck and they dumped multiple bombs into their graveyard. But they did kill this, which wouldn't have made sense with a Living Death in hand, honestly, so. Wow. Okay. Fine, I guess. Discard a card, huh? This one. God, that is so awkward. Can I still win this game? Probably not, so I think I'm just going to save us the time. Really disinterested in playing any more of that one. Okay. Well, ooze will be good. Emrakul the Promised End is actually interesting too. I think I'm going to bring it in. Don't forget your mole. Sure. This card doesn't seem important at all. Unholy Heat also, I mean, Unholy Heat, yeah, probably not important either. I think I'm just trying to do my thing. This has to get a green creature. Guess it can go get Crater Hoof potentially. I definitely need to be like as all in as I can possibly be. Even Heartbeat of Spring is interesting. Probably not good, but interesting nonetheless. What do we not like? Huntmaster, ironically, is kind of medium here, but still probably good enough. Wormcoil's actually garbage, right? Wormcoil's quite bad. Dragonlord Atarka is not amazing either. Do I have anything better? Magda. Magda's actually kind of cool here. It gives me a clock and should generate a pretty good amount of mana, hopefully. I'm going to bring in a Magda over the Atarka. Try and be a little faster. And I guess I won't bring in the Heartbeat, but there was certainly some consideration for it, I think. Yeah, I can go get Ooze with this, so I'm going to keep this. Oh, shoot. I forgot to mull. Sorry about that, Josh. Next one. Yeah, no, I know, Matt. They're way too low. The mulligan one is absolutely too low. Classic. Can't wait to just draw 5 lands in a row in our 15 land deck. How are we playing a deck with like Soul Ring, Sneak Attack? Like I haven't drawn Soul Ring or Sneak Attack one time in any of these games. It's just been infinite lands. Power Word Kill, you got it. Ooh, that's interesting. It can't go tutor this, but it can go get a Terastodon, which is pretty sick. Probably just go get the Scavenging Ooze, I guess. Would make sense. You know, getting Seasoned Pyromancer would be kind of cool against, like, Living Death, but that's probably a terrible play. Getting Huntmaster is kind of interesting, too, because it sets up Magus of the Order next turn into Huntmaster's sack my token, or the Huntmaster go get Terastodon and just blow up all your lands. But Scooz is probably the safest decision against the Reanimator deck, so let's do that. Okay. Siege Gang, not too bad. Alright. How do we want to play this? Ooze or Magus? Ooze protects me from thirst. Very interesting. They just play Ooze. Let's just go with this. Mana Leak. No. The classic Mana Leak Reanimator. Sure, man. Well, at least we drew the Soul Ring. It's a very good draw because I can potentially Crater Hoof next turn. Play this. Play this. Okay. Just please don't have Thirst into Living Death. Okay. I think we're in still pretty good shape then, if this is the scenario that we're in. Okay, that's also a good draw. Attack all. Okay, I think I just... He can chuck himself, right? Which is sick. If my opponent tries to Living Death, I can sack itself and then get it back and have lethal. So I need to leave that up. I guess I'm just going to Magus of the Order here. And leave up Chuck Siege Gang. Seems unlikely they have Living Death. I think they would have Living Deathed these back into play, but maybe they are so afraid of Ooze that they didn't want to make that play. But now they're just like totally screwed because I can just Siege Gang them multiple times. What is this? 5 mana. Digging Through Time. Okay. Sure thing. I think we're in good shape here. Unless they have if they have like a Damnation, that'd be bad. Massacre Worm would be really bad for me too. Swamp Massacre Worm would be quite bad here. I still think that would be beatable, but it would be bad. Oh, all right. Well, Chuck. This league has also just been my opponent has the literal worst possible for me like every single turn. It's been kind of unreal. All right, so play this. It's a 7/7. Give this trample as well. Attack with both. He goes to 1. Or I could get Terastodon and blow up all my opponent's black mana. Interesting. I don't hate just blowing up all his black mana, to be completely honest. It's an interesting line. Could also, like, blow up maybe Sheldock Isle Swamp and then blow up one of my own lands to get a 3/3 so I have another body for Hoof next turn. That'd be interesting too. Hoof you triggers +2. It's very close. Very, very close. I think I like cutting them off black mana. That could be wrong, but I guess the problem with it is it makes them like not dead to this next turn, like even remotely. Well, actually, I'm gonna have a 9/9 that's gonna gain tramples, so. And then I'll have this in play still too. All right, that's the play I'm gonna go with. We're gonna go with the Huntmaster line, I think. I think it is very slightly better. I'm also going to leave the land in place so they don't know that I can do that. Sure. Whatever. Goodbye to your black mana, sir. Has more of it, but hopefully that's fine. Okay. Just give them all 3 toughness with trample, I guess. Seems fine. Ooh. Only 1 card type, so that's still a million mana. But I think we're going to be okay unless they randomly have another counterspell. You have got to be kidding me. Nice. Okay. Good deal. Maybe this card isn't actually as good as I hoped it would be. I just don't have enough card types is the issue with it. So let's cut that. Let's just bring either a Tarka or Worm back in. Let's try the Worm, I think. I really don't like a Tarka very much. I guess it does just kind of walls Grizzlebrand, which is cool, but I don't know. It's a good tutor target to have too. A pretty good thing to be able to breach in and sneak attack as well. Question is Wurmcoil better? We'll do this. Let's see how it goes. All right. Can we pull this off? All right. Am I mulliganing this hand? You let me know. Well, I would mulligan this anyway. I would also mull this anyway. Oh my god, dude. All right. Am I good to keep this? Go on. Thanks for liking the stream, man. Appreciate you. Zok, am I good to keep this? I've been punished enough. Great. Thank you. All right. Well, get rid of these, I guess. We'll see if my deck can ever put an Emrakul into play. We only have both the red enablers to put this into play. We have never drawn them with the Emrakul, of course, naturally. Magda. Yeah, I know. I know, man. Yeah, I only drafted both of them, so... Yeah, I know. Well, you've seen Breach. Spellseeker. 2 or less, huh? Seems bad for me. Power word kill. You got it. Nice. Another land. Sick. Gotta love it, dude. Just infinite lands. Play 15 in the deck. We draw 6 to 7 a game. Absolutely unbelievable, man. Glen Alendra. That's really annoying. All right, that's actually very good. Not great against the power word kill, I guess, but I guess we'll have to try baiting it with the acidic slime. We can acidic slime them off black if they don't have another black source, which they might not here. All right. Okay. Let's hope they don't have a counter, I guess. Acidic slime. Okay. Yep. I'm going to do this plus Carroted this turn. I think I'm just going to... We'll figure out what we get in a second, but... We get a lot of options here. Huntmaster is kind of cool, because that might bait them into the removal spell, and then that'll clear the way for Garg. It seems pretty smart to me, is Huntmaster, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Siege Gang's pretty interesting, too. Because that would also just be a must-kill, immediate must-kill. It's also a better one to be able to buy back later if he living deaths ever. So that's kind of close, I guess. Maybe it's actually Siege Gang. Thinking more about this. Huntmaster. Huntmaster gives me more potential to double spell next turn if I draw a 2-drop. Also, that life gain could be really big. I think the life gain's really big here, so I'm going to do that. It kind of adds a whole nother turn to the clock. Oh my god. Alright, fine. Solemn. Doesn't really do much, huh? We just gotta play this. Gotta play this. Pass it over to you. Things are not looking great at the moment. Tilt. Sure. Okay, well, we'll play these two, I guess. It's a little awkward. My opponent can ultimate the Liliana, but it's not a great board to ult Liliana on anyway, because I draw a card, they kill a lot of their stuff. I guess they get the Glen back, which is annoying, but I think I just need to potentially tempt them into that play, or tempt them to kill my Ooze. They also have the Shelldock Isle active now, which is just infuriating. Sure. Just a Grizzlebrand, probably. Oh, just a flipped Tibalt. Sick. Sick stuff from our opponent here. Starting to wonder if I'm ever going to be able to do this thing. If we're ever going to be able to cheat an Emrakul into play. Huh. Okay. Well, they still have a kill spell in their hand. It'd be a good time to draw the Dragon Lord Atarka. Massacre Worm off the top of their deck, and the millionth land off the top of mine, naturally. Oh, okay, cool. Little draw 3 action. It's kind of funny. Our opponent actually just like isn't even playing. They're not even playing Reanimator. This is just literally a blue-black control deck with Living Death in it. I wonder if they just boarded out of Reanimator. And there we are, drawing another land. Classic. Classic. We know they have a 2-mana removal spell. It's fine, man. We're gonna concede this and move on to our next one. This has been really stupid. I can't imagine drawing much worse than I've been drawing, but I think we've mulliganed almost every single 7. We've never done the Emrakul thing. I get the deck doesn't draw that many cards, but man, we're only a 40 card deck. It's not that unlikely. We literally have both the things that can cheat the Emrakul into play. 1 and 1. We'll see if we can get a 2-1 out of this deck. This deck has been a complete disaster. The only reason we got the win in the first match is because our opponent lost a clock. We were going to get 2-0'd in that one as well. Rough. Very rough. I'll be very pleased with a 2-1 after how this has gone. That is for sure. 2-1 will be an escape. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Yep, classic. Classic. Let's mulligan that. Just all mana. Nothing else. Just all mana. I mean, I'm gonna keep this hand, but I know where this hand leads. But I think I have to keep it regardless, so here we are. Get rid of a land or a mana guy. Probably a mana guy. Maybe just get rid of this. Surprised we didn't get duressed. I'm not surprised with drawing another source of mana, though. That's to be expected. They just want to get the Soul Ring out of my hand. I don't really want to play these into removal, so let's get the Soul out of here. Not trying to let this get hand hate spelled. Pretty unlikely my opponent can interact with it, hopefully, on turn 2. So let's just get it out there. Just blue-black again. Nice, all right. Well, they're going to take an Unholy Heat, which is annoying, but at least we kind of just get to do our thing. We get to play all our mana and hope to draw some fatties. This is so unbelievable, man. I cannot believe how badly we are drawing with this deck. Like the first hand is all bombs, and this one is just all mana. It's just unbelievable. All bombs, no mana sources at all in the first hand, and this one keep a medium 6, and we're just gonna draw mana sources all game. It's been pretty annoying, this deck. I don't think the deck is actually as bad as it's performing, but my god, is it performing terribly. Can we cast that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes, we can cast that. I think we just slam it, right? Just slam it, kill your guy, get Unholy Heat back. We could wait. Could wait for more targets, potentially. If my opponent like plays a Jace or something, I might want to kill it. They also have counter magic up here, but the only counter spell, I mean, Miscalc Mana Leak. Maybe Daze. I think I just slam it, honestly. Like, make them have it. They probably do, but whatever. Hopefully they have a removal spell and it's Power Word Kill. Kill this. Give me my heat back, please. I would like the heat. Give me that heat. Entomb. Yikes. We're getting reanimated on again. Okay. Not great news for me. Although they're in the tank about this, so maybe that is good news. I don't know. We'll find out shortly. Do they, like, not have Grizzlebrand or something? I don't... What a tough decision. Do I or do I not put the best possible reanimate target in the graveyard? They answered yes. Their answer was yes. I will put the literal best possible creature into my yard. Okay. Well, they have a makeshift mannequin, I would imagine. I guess that's a fine draw. I have to attack. We can't just sit here and do nothing, so 9 you. Hope to dodge Living Death. I think that's just where we're at right now. Hope to dodge Living Death. Mannequin we can maybe somehow beat. No, I do not. Yeah, dude, I have no idea. I don't know why you would put Grizzlebrand in the graveyard. It's lunacy, really. Who needs that one, you know? Yeah, makeshift mannequin, get it back. You got it, man. Shocker. Man, what a tough... Oh, you know why this was awkward for our opponent? Because mannequin, they have to sack it, right? So I can just kill this Grizzlebrand. That's why they were so hesitant to do anything with it. You know what's cool? I can literally block, get a trigger, and then kill it before damage. So I can, like, trigger my Garg here in combat, which is nice. So I guess that is why they tanked forever. Sure, you've drawn cards. Well done. Am I dead? Am I dead or are you dead, opponent? That's where this game's going. Am I dead or are you dead? Very simple. Opponent in the tank. Tank has been reached. I think I just need to hope my opponent does not have a Living Death. I'm going to block, make a 3-3, and then kill their guy, and then just hope that that will be enough to win the game. Come on, Basking Ben. Please. Please, Basking Ben. Make a decision. Make a decision. You may attack. That is allowed. Yeah. Block. Trigger. Okay. Gildas. Nice. We did it. We did it, chat. Let's go. All right. Can we get a 2-1 with this deck? This is all we need is a 2-1. We'll be fine with a 2-1. Scavenging Ooze. Magus of the Order. Did we see any artifacts? The answer is no, we did not. Cards that I don't love. Abrade. I mean, I guess these cards do beat Makeshift Mannequins, so maybe I do want some instant speed interaction. They typically seem like very bad, though. Maybe Slime isn't actually very good. Slime's kind of garbage. What is the last cut? It's probably just the Abrade. We'll leave the Unholy Heat in to do what it did. I guess my opponent did show me Kite Sail too. I'm just cutting Solemn. I just don't need Solemn, I don't think. That's probably the better cut. Alright, let's do this. One time can I put an Emrakul into play. We have not done that a single time, and we're still not doing it with this one either. Mulligan. Well, I'm keeping this. Play this on one, this on two. Just get rid of a land. I mean, I can play this on turn 3 if I draw a land. I can literally play this on turn 3. Yeah, Zach. No, I don't believe we have a stip lined up yet. So if you want to get involved with a stip, you may do that. I'm just going to get rid of a land, and we're going to hope that this works out. I hate this. Dude, are you kidding me? That is the second time I've gotten Lotus Duressed. Give me a break, man. I am so sick of that play. God, man. It's like so many worst possible situations have happened in this draft. And I've called it most of the time, too. I did even consider saying I should, like, ironically, I should bottom the Lotus in case I get Duressed. I wasn't going to do that, obviously, because that's ridiculous. But I just had a feeling that was coming. I'm not surprised by it at all. Oh, Inquisition, my Caryatid. Sick, dude. Nice. The Duress Inquisition hand. Cool. I mulligan and then get Duressed Inquisitioned. Great. Absolutely great. Very cool. One Ute. Go ahead. Seems unlikely that I will be winning this game. We're going to need some crazy good draws. Lily of the Veil. Sure. I guess I'll pitch my Atarka. I think. Probably the Atarka. Lines up the best with like an exude. Like if he has a way to return creatures back from both our yards, I'd rather have this. Yeah. Classic Griselbrand. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Do I have to hold this to protect from makeshift? I think I might. I'm just going to be patient on this. Wall of Roots. Okay, combat. Hit the Lily. Wall. F6. All right, Zach, I'm excited for the stip, man. It's going to be fun. Strip Mine. Nice, dude. Sick. Nice. You got the mannequin for the Griselbrand, too. Oh, the Damnation. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, that's enough of this. I've had more than enough of this game. We've learned enough about our opponent's deck, but that was just completely ridiculous. Okay. Now I'm on the play, so I can get Lotus in under that duress nonsense, which is good. Don't think I really want to cut a ton, to be honest with you. The Abrade, maybe I... Oh, I should... Yeah, I don't need the Abrade. I'm going to bring in the Magda. Should have brought that in anyway. That was terrible to not bring in. And... I want anything else here. Don't think so. Solemn is a little more... I'm a little more interested in it now that I know there's a Damnation, but... Don't think we need it by any means. Do I want this for him buying back Griselbrand? Or do I just say screw this and have another creature in my deck? That's like a real question. I think I'm going to do it like this. And we just have not opened a single good 7. Like, not even a remotely playable 7. Most of our 7s have been horrendous. Like, what is this? I play, like, 8 mana dorks. Like, literal 8, if you count Lotus and Sol Ring as mana dorks. And we just have, like, nothing in that hand. Just completely nothing. All right, well, we're going to keep this. And I guess I get rid of this. Yeah, whatever, man. Maybe I can do this one time, a single time in the whole league. Mono green or blue red would be your stip. All right, sounds good, man. You let me know when we open the first pack what you want to do. I'm fine with either one. I would like to point out, by the way, that this deck theoretically could turn 2 Emrakul someone. We never got to do it, but we could go classic turn 1 Baleful. Nice. At least I didn't get Hand Hate spelled, though, so I'm not going to complain too much about this situation. All right, that's actually really good, too. Devoted. Devoted Druid. Go. If we went Lotus, Sol Ring, Through the Breach, Emrakul, and a land, obviously that's like 6 perfect cards. But our deck could just like... Actually, that's a turn 1 Emrakul, which obviously you probably wouldn't want to do it on turn 1, but that could turn 1 it. And we haven't even done it a single time at all, let alone doing it on turn 1. We can actually turn 1 with Sneak Attack, funny enough. Again, we would need Lotus and Soul Ring, but Lotus, Soul Ring allow us to just breach or attack on turn 1. I think I just play this turn, honestly. This seems like quite good to me. Boom. Siege Gang. Yeah, just naturally, another counterspell, of course, dude. The Reanimator deck with counterspells in it. Give me a break. Give me a break. Twice in a row we've run into this type of deck, too. It's just infuriating. We can't draw even remotely well. And our opponents have Mox, Mana Leak, Baleful. Image, copy my Baleful. Nice. Nice, dude. What a cool deck you are playing, opponent. It's awesome. Give me a Through the Breach. One time. Or a sneak. I don't even care. Just give me a frickin' way to put this into play, man. I'm so sick of this. Ah. I'm going to pitch this and draw Sneak Attack and Through the Breach is what's going to happen. I just know it. Both of them. Literally both. But I think I just have to play the Season Pyro here. I mean, kill this Baleful. Oh, I can't even do that. I have to just play this and discard both these, probably. Whatever, dude. We can always redraw it, I guess. Yep, classic. Just complete garbage. Complete garbage. Oh, this has been a really, really miserable time. If I win or lose, this was one of the most unfun cube drafts I've done in quite some time. The most annoying thing about it is the deck is not that bad. Like that's what pisses me off the most, is this is like actually a fairly okay deck, and we've just never drawn anything reasonable. We've mulliganed, I think, every single 7, even without people forcing me to mulligan good hand. Like, people didn't even need to use the mulligan stip because I can't draw spells. So, you know, just like never had me. Oh, Fallen Shinobi. Oh my god, dude. I can't wait to get Emrakul. Am I all right? Gargaroth. Yeah, naturally, of course. What a joke. What an actual joke. Of course, dude. Of course. All right. I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. I really can't. 1 and 2. We're 1 and 2. We're playing a different deck. That was one of the worst leagues ever in the history of leagues. Okay. On to the next one. Yeah. That guy wins. Sure. Great. I'm mainly just annoyed that our deck never even functioned, even remotely. Like, there were, I guess, a couple games it won. It still didn't do quite what I wanted it to. Like, it never went, like... It just never did the Through the Breach Emrakul thing, or Sneak It. Like, we never drew both. It was insane. the like openers of all bombs, no mana. It was just like so stupid. I had so many mana producing things. All right, so Zyphon, you said mono green or blue red, huh? Well, there's a Soul Ring. We're gonna take Soul Ring. It doesn't matter what we're playing. It's probably a better start to mono green. Yeah, Soul Ring is absolutely power. Soul Ring is completely unreasonable. A very broken card. Honestly, we'll probably try going mono green with this, but we'll see what happens. I say that, and then there's just like not a single good mono green card here, really. Survival's like fine. It's not a card I'm picking here, though. Solemn's a pretty reasonable pick. Yeah, Survival is interesting. I think I'm just going to take Solemn because it's a generically good card. We can play this in multiple decks. Can turn 2 it off Soul Ring, which is really nice. Generate an insane amount of mana. Very interesting. Probe still keeps us really open, I guess. Again, just like, I guess this card's like okay for green. Play the top card if it's a land. And then if you have Coven, you just get to do the thing. I guess we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try cutting green because I feel like green is one of the best decks in the cube, typically. Deranged Hermit ain't bad. Yep. Not bad. Hope to get the Hoof? Yeah, no kidding. The Hoof would be great. Hermit's just very, very good, though. Come on, drafters. Let's go, man. All right, Green Sun Zenith is nice. Green Sun Zenith is very nice. I'm just going to snap that off. We're just going to cut green super hard. Yeah, easy Green Sun indeed. Easy Green Sun indeed. Pretty good start. 5 cards I'm quite happy to play. Kogla versus Tireless Tracker. It's actually like a close one. I'm going to take Tireless Tracker, but I do think Kogla's like quite good. If Kogla could like bounce Deranged Hermit, it would be more interesting, or like Solemn, but it can't bounce either of those. I'm just going to take Tracker. I like having card advantage in my green decks. Phyrexian Revoker could maybe do something, so I'm going to take that here. I guess we take this. I hope we don't have to play it, but it's fine. This is honestly like my least favorite 5-drop in mono green. I kind of wish they would just get rid of it in the cube, honestly. There's just not enough ways to abuse the manifest tokens, and it's like Sacrifice is kind of medium. Like, not a huge fan of this card in the cube anymore, honestly. Like, I'd so much rather them just put like a Vivian Reed in here or something. I think they cut Freyalise. Like, I have no idea why this card's in here over Freyalise. Freyalise is an amazing card. There are just a lot of great green 5-drops that aren't in the cube, and this one is, and I don't quite understand because I think this card is honestly just terrible. It has some use, but it's really not great. Man, we are playing with some slow drafters in this one. All right, well, it's not my favorite card. I could take the Signet instead, but I think this card's like okay. Did they cut 5-mana Garruk? No, I think that one's still in here, but you might be right. That one might not be here either. I think that card is in here if I remember correctly, but I forget 100%. I'll take the Magus. I hope to not play it, but we could. It's like no world where I play this at all, so I'm just going to take a Probe. Sword of Fire and Ice is cool. That could be really good on Mana Dorks, so I'm just going to snap that off. None of this is very good. Let's take this for now. I don't even know. None of that really mattered. Okay, get out of here with that. You're screwing up my curve. All right. Okay. Not a horrible first pack, not an amazing one either. I need Mana Dorks. We have 0 Mana Dorks right now. Nearly last pick Swiftspear, yeah, classic. Fauna Shaman, I believe. Yet again, just a horrible pack for mono green. Pretty frustrating. Fauna, yeah, I believe it is Fauna. We could try going into blue and like playing Euro or Time Warp, but I think let's just try sticking with mono green for now. Alright, well, this is a good 5-drop at least. Mystic Confluence is absolutely insane, but like I said, I think we would just like to be mono green if we can help it. Take Euro. Yeah, I mean, we could have done that. I am trying to be mono green, though, because that was the stip. So we're going to try getting through. Okay, we finally hit a Mana Dork. God bless America. Fyndhorn Elves. What's up, Teddy? How's it going, man? Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you very much. Doing a little holiday cubing. Holiday cubing. Add 1 mana of any color. Suspend. What a strange card. Suspend 2. Is that good? It's like fine. It gives me a thing to do on turn 1, which is probably good enough. It has haste when it comes off suspend, right? So it's not that bad, I guess. I'm going to put that in my 1-drop slot because it kind of counts. All right. Oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, Zach, do we go blue for Oko or are we taking Cultivate? Your call. Your call, Zach. I allow blue-green. All right, good deal. Oko. Perfect. Oko's in. Oko is pretty good. Well, we got Soul Ring, and then we got Green Soul Ring. So this is pretty nice. We are indeed in. We are in. Yeah, no, we are. We've cut it hard, and hopefully we'll end up with a pretty sick deck in the end. So I would like to not play this. All the rest of this I kind of like. The Probe's whatever. I don't really need to play Probe. That's just filler for now. Muldrifter versus Biogenic Ooze. Well, Ooze is absolutely unbelievable if we get a Nissa. So I think I'm going to take the Ooze. Blue's just going to be a very light splash for Oko. Hopefully we get a Birds of Paradise. That'd be ideal. Noble Hierarch would be really good too. Huh. What do you think of this? Glen Elendra is a very good card to have access to, so even if I don't main deck this, I might just take this. All the rest of this is kind of whatever to me. I'm just going to take the Glen. I cannot believe this card's still in the pack, to be honest with you. Alright, well now we're going to take a Time Warp. If I can get good enough mana, there's a world where I'll be deeper in blue than I currently am. It's another very good blue card. What is going on, dude? These are like excellent blue cards. Baral. That's not a very good blue card, but not in this deck at least. Let's take that, I guess. Alright, well we certainly didn't get good green cards in the second half of this pack, but that's fine. We're on pace for a pretty good deck still, so I'm not super sad about it. I'm just going to take this card. I don't even know, man. That's a really good get here, actually. Makes my mana significantly better. Okay. Need like a few more mana dorks in this deck. And then we'd like a few more good big cards. We'll see what we can hit. I really would like a Nissa. Nissa would be very, very nice. All right, we did. Oh my God, with the Birds of Paradise, man. That is just so frustrating, dude. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take the Nissa, but I'm very annoyed that I have to pass this. This is like so good, obviously, with turn 2 Oko, but Nissa's just not a replaceable card. This card is so unbelievable. All right, well, we hit a Mana Dork at least. It doesn't produce blue, which annoys me, but it's still a very good pickup, so we're going to take that. Hopefully Thragtusk comes back. It probably won't the way this draft's been going, but that's fine. We don't really need Thragtusk. Trigon Predator versus Gilded Goose. Well, Gilded Goose gives artifacts to Oko and also is very good with the splash at playing an Oko. So it's also a good creature to hold a sword. So we're going to take this. The Skull Clamp's interesting too, but Courser of Kruphix is fine. Crucible of Worlds doesn't do anything. Tinker doesn't do anything. We're just going to take Courser. That's fine. I'm fine with this. Arbor Elf versus Avenger of Zendikar, huh? I think I'm doing pretty good for bombs, so I kind of just want to take Arbor Elf and increase the consistency of my deck. Oh, you like Avenger, huh? You think we need the high end, huh? One, two. All right, sure. I think it's close. We'll go with this, though. Is Birthing Pod playable in this deck? SSA 109. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, and happy holidays to you. can we abuse the pod? It's not amazing. I mean, I could like pod 4s. Pod Solemn is good. Potting away my 3s is pretty awkward. It's a very interesting card, though. It's one of my favorite cards. We could just take Polukranos. I think we just take Polukranos. Waverton Chester, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Circle of Dreams Druid. I think this card is terrible, but I'm not sure. It's interesting. I mean, maybe it's actually okay. Ooze is like a really good sideboard option to have. Cradle on a creature. Yeah, I mean, it is. It really is. Yeah, let's just, I have no idea if this card's good or not, but I'm curious, so let's just try it. Okay, Oracle of Moldiah versus Dual Land. That's like a real decision. This card is like excellent, so I think it's Oracle. The Dual Land would be nice, but Smuggler's Copter can actually be pretty good in mono green potentially too. So let's just take that for now. All right, none of this is even remotely good for me. So I guess we'll just take this. None of that really mattered. None of this particularly matters either. Rider. Rider would have been... I mean, I guess that would have been a card we could have boarded into. We're trying to play mostly mono green. We ended up taking this Oko. But Xiphon had a stip that we were going to go mono green. Skoos would have been Skoos was very close with... What did we take over Skoos? I can't even remember. It was the Augur, right? Should have definitely taken the Plow under there, but I was too busy. We missed Inkwell and Tinker. Yeah, that's, we're okay. I don't care that much. All right. Well, our archetype wasn't open, I don't think, and we still ended up with a pretty good deck, so I'm not super sad about this. Having to pass Birds for Nissa was really depressing, but here we are. I still think it's a fine deck. I'm also not sure if Polukranos was better than Birthing Pod. Birthing Pod would have been cool. All right, get out. Get out, get out, get out. Out, 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 out. This is a maybe, but for now it's going to be out. Glenelender is a sideboard card, but I don't think we want to main deck it here. This card, like I said, really don't want to play that one. Okay. So the question is, how many lands do we want to be? I think the answer is 15. I took the Circle. Yeah, the Circle of the Moon Druid. Or Circle of Dreams Druid. I have no idea if that was right, but I am curious to see if this card is playable. Oko seems bad. Yeah, you're right, dude. Cut it and just play mono green. Cut it, play mono green. Don't need it. To be fair, Oko is kind of awkward because we are going to have to, like, make our mana significantly worse to play it, but I'm still going to play it because it's insane. I think I have to play, like, literally just for this one Oko, I have to play, like, 5 islands, which is disgusting because I got no duels and no fetches, which is not how you want to play mono green splash blue for Oko. But here we are. We just cut the Deranged Hermit. The Deranged Hermit's kind of medium. I guess it's like, it's pretty good with Magus of the Order. But other than that, it's kind of trash. Like, we don't... Yeah, it just... How many does it make? Creates 4. I guess it still just makes 1,000,000 tokens with Circle of Dreams Druid, so it's probably just good enough on that basis alone. Probably just the Revoker, I guess. We don't need a main deck Revoker in mono green splash Oko. Okay, add our basics. No. It's 10-5. 10-5 is probably not quite good enough. Oh, you actually think that Oko's bad? It might be, honestly. It's not amazing because we're just making our mana way worse, and we don't even have Birds of Paradise. All right, screw it. We'll cut the Oko. And then we can just play the Revoker again, I guess. Maybe Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter's kind of sweet, actually. Maybe we try that instead of the Revoker. Gives me a random flying attacker in green, which is kind of cool, and a way to smooth out my draws if we flood or draw a bunch of bombs or whatever. All right, I'll hear Oko sucks in this specific deck. We're just not going to be able to play it on turn 2 often enough. Passing the Bird of Paradise was really, really bad for that. If I had Bird of Paradise, I'd definitely be more interested. But I guess we only have Gilded Goose to play it on turn 2. It's like the literal only possible way. We could have one of the islands, I guess, but... yeah, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Oko's like such a good card that it may just be worth making our mana worse. But we'll see how the deck feels without it. Yeah, we definitely do not have the mana base to support it. There's no question about that. It would be very, very hard on our mana. But it's interesting because the card is like so broken that it may just be worth making our mana worse to have it in the deck. Because we don't even need to make the... like, I can just play like 3 islands, right? And then if we draw one of the islands with the Oko, great. And if we don't, whatever. But we're still playing enough green sources at that point where we're probably not going to get screwed very often. But we'll see how mono green feels. And like like everyone's saying here, it is a good sideboard option if nothing else. We got to hold true to our stip. We're just playing mono green. Playing mono green and hoping it is good enough. I would like... there we go. This is the kind of hand that I'm talking about right here. All right, so what's the best way to play this? I guess playing this gets it around hand hate spells, so I should probably just play this and not screw around. I'm not trying to get duressed. If I weren't playing around a hand hate spell, there's definitely an argument to suspend this and then play this next turn, but we'll just be a turn late on the suspend. It's fine. It's pretty good. Let's go ahead and cultivate. Play this. Go. The classic 7 mana on turn 3. And this is why you play mono green right here. Well, opponent's going to have turn 2 Oko. Oh, Trigon Predator. That would be bad if I didn't have an Elder Gargaroth in my hand, so seems a-okay. One, two. Play this. I don't have enough to Gargaroth, do I? That's unfortunate. Unlucky. Play this. Play this. Do I suspend this or just want to hard cast this next turn? I guess hard casting is probably better. It's going to give me more mana. But it comes off. I can't use it next turn anyway, right? So it's actually just better to suspend. Never mind. Go. Hopefully they'll forget Elder Gargaroth has reach. That'd be wonderful for me. But either way, we're in pretty good shape right now unless they can, like, bounce or tap the Gargaroth, mind control it or something. Control magic would be disgusting here. Jace. Dude. At least we can kill the Jace if he attacks. He probably just won't attack, honestly. Seems very poor to attack and let Jace get killed, but I'd be fine with it. Okay, they're opting to let Jace die. Very interesting decision. Sure, Sol Ring is gone. It seems a little loose, to say the least. Goose, huh? Play this, play this, play this. Kill your Jace. Cannot believe that they traded Jace for Sol Ring when I already have 1,000,000 mana. It's not like they cut me off much. We can also play creatures off the top of our deck now, which is pretty awesome because we have 0, 2, and 1 in play. So we do indeed have Coven. Coven is established. Opponent can blow up my food, which is annoying, but whatever. My food, it has been annihilated. Sure. Sure. Okay, this is in play. Play that. I think I'm just going to play... I think I'm just going to start playing stuff off the top of my deck. At least this is coming off the top. There's no question about that, I don't think. Avenger on top. Can't quite cast that yet, but that's fine. I think you just play the Gargaroth. Okay. Can send with this pretty freely, I think. So let's do that. I think we're in pretty okay position, to say the least. What is this? Thirst. Sure. They did discard a land, which makes sense. Mox. Okay. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have like 8 mana Ugin to exile the board or something. That's probably worst possible. Okay, that's annoying, but it is certainly a card I can beat in this game. Okay, that's Very frustrating, but here we are. Well, that's pretty good. Probably not. Well, am I playing that? Maybe. Lets me play a land off the top. That's kind of cool. Huh. One thing's for sure, I attack Nissa, and I guess I could draw a card. Attack Nissa, draw a card. Lets me maybe, because I want to find lands so I can like play this and just play a land and just start going crazy on all the plants. Could also just make a 3/3 and just keep clogging the board. That seems fine as well. Just keep getting threats and things that can trade with the forests and all that. Opponent's also going to make a 3/3 here too, I would imagine. Might just draw a card. I'm really trying to hit those lands, I think. Let's draw. Okay, that's a pretty good one. We can just like play that and kill both the mana dorks. Which seems pretty okay, I guess. Sure, they made a... that makes sense. Play this, and then I do have 5 mana to fight these. Is that relevant? My opponent already has 1,000,000 mana, so it might not be relevant. The only reason that's relevant is to hit a land, but hitting a land isn't even that important here. How much mana do we have? I can go, like... I could also go ooze, make a token, and then have 3 3/3s, and just start putting oozes all over the board. That pressures the Nissa pretty hard, which is interesting. I feel like my opponent's going to cast a spell, so I almost don't even want to do this. How much mana do we have? 9. We have 9 total mana, so exactly enough to do this and make a token, or play this off the top. Maybe I just play this off the top and then do this, because then I could still hit my land drop if I want to. Yeah. Happy with this play, I think. Could technically play that Circle of Dream Druid. That gives me just nearly infinite mana next turn. I'm actually just going to do that. Okay, then we've got our land drop as well for next turn. Okay, go. Well, next turn, Polukranos can become so monstrous that it's going to like kill all of my opponent's stuff. So, should be in pretty good shape here, I think. Can just make so many biogenic oozes. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Avenger of Zendikar with Circle of Dream Druid is just going to be complete nonsense. This is about to be very, very broken if we get to have... if our opponent doesn't just kill us with like a Crater Hoof or something here. I think if we untap and our opponent doesn't have something like Ugin in their deck, they're going to lose. we're about to go completely insane on the next turn. Avenger nets me at least 8 mana. Attack for 3. You got it. No blocks. Sure thing. They can blow up Courser. That's annoying. I forgot that they could blow up Courser. Maybe I probably should have chumped with Goose then, I guess. Courser's better than Goose. That was poor. Top. You got it. Sure. Play this. Let's see. So I can... Do I want to play the Solemn off the top? Kind of, to be honest. Seems very good. Gives me an additional trigger on the Rift Sower, which is really nice. Or not on the Rift Sower, the Avenger. Okay, there's the... Yes, I would like to use that, it turns out. Don't even think I really want to get monstrous. I think I'm just going to play Ooze and make 2 more Oozes. Four mana, make Ooze. 4 mana, make Ooze. That seems very, very good. So you could play this and then play land and still make an Ooze as well. Maybe that's better, huh? Always yield, always yes. Green, 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 make guy. No reason to attack, because next turn I can just like monstrous my entire board, or his entire board away. We just need to not lose like on this turn. We have like 40 mana next turn. Circle being kind of sick in this game, not gonna lie. What is this? It's an overloaded Cyclonic Rift? Oh. Make a huge idiot. Sure. 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 I'm pretty sure I can just kill my opponent's like entire field with this monstrous, but 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's going to be huge. That's all I know. Do I just go to 1? Probably. I think 1 here is fine. Could also just block the 9/9, I guess. That loses me a mana, but maybe that's honestly, let's be smart and just not take this punch. Sure. Has to cut me off mana, so lets me draw a card. Oh boy, my own Nissa. Sick. More mana. It's an absolutely insane game. Sure. Okay. Oh, plus here. So what? That's a monstrous for 17. If I'm doing that right. Shobo, kill, 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 kill. 6, 7, 8, 11. I think that's right. That seems fine to me. God, this is insane. So do this for 17 and just like kill my opponent's entire board pretty much. Seems good. This is absolutely insane, man. 4, 3, 3. 3, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2, 4. Yeah. Kill all that. Opponent has had enough. Okay, well, Polukranos was awesome there, so let's go. So was this Circle of Dreams Druid. It sucks the game took as long as it did, but wasn't a ton I could do about it. I kind of want to bring Oko in a green mirror, to be honest. It's like trim like 3 forests for 3 islands. Sword of Fire and Ice isn't amazing, but it is interesting on like Goose. But it's still probably pretty bad overall. I guess it can go on Smuggler's Copter too, so it's not that bad. Being able to kill dorks is like huge. I think I am going to do it. I am going to bring it in. And make my deck a little less consistent, but I think Oko is worth it. What do I not like here? I don't think Deranged Hermit is particularly good. Did it add an extra forest? It definitely did. It should only be 15 lands. I think that's the worst creature in the deck. I think we're going to try this. I really want Oko for cards like the Trigon Predator, That shark token could be a huge deal. I think it definitely matters. So, well, we have Oko, so we're keeping it. It's not the best hand in the world. It's a little slow. I'd like a Mana Dork, but I still think I'm going to keep this hand. Just Oko into Solemn. We're going to hope it's good enough. Okay, well, it gives me something to do, so I'm not super sad about that. Something to do on turn 2. Okay, that's pretty cool, I guess. Just going to hide the fact that I brought blue in. F6, F6. Sure. There's something to be said about Sword of Fire and Ice 2, just putting your opponent in the abyss, because if they ever don't block, you just start nuking all their creatures. Seems not the worst. I have to watch my clock a little bit, but other than that, should be good. Looks like our opponent kept kind of a medium hand. Ooh, Cultivate. Alright. Cultivate. Is that better than Oko here? It might be, because it sets up a potential equip a Sword of Fire and Ice and also just thins my deck out a lot, which is nice. But it sets up Sword, Equip, Attack, which I don't hate. Oko Plus does set up, though, an exchange, which is kind of good, too. It could have a counter as well that's, like, possible. I need to make my decision, though, quickly. I'm going to do the Oko. I think there was some argument to Cultivate, though. I really do. Food. F6. So now if they do anything particularly annoying, I can swap. I could also just steal the Cryptozoologist and give them a food. But I could steal something better, too. The draft went pretty well, Rekosaurus. It's medium, but, like, it's mono green, splash blue for Oko out of the board. We ended up sideboarding the Oko. I don't know if that was right, though. Oko made us be busted enough to just make our mana worse, but that's debatable. Our deck's actually quite good, Zach. We're a green deck with Sol Ring and Nissa, and we have a lot of ones. The most important things in green are the ones. We ended up getting almost all of them. We missed on Birds of Paradise, but we have Duraga Tree Speaker. It's a pretty, I'd give it like a B. It's a very solid green deck. It's not completely broken, but it's also not like bad. Yeah. We might all honestly just steal their Cryptozoologist this turn. Just like swap food in the crypto and then play Solemn, trigger, get a clue. Sure, dude, you got it. Okay, well, that's scary, I guess. I guess now if I take their beast, If I take their beast, then attack Garruk, they have to lose the Cryptozoologist, which seems pretty reasonable to me. Also plus on the food, make it an elk an attack. That keeps Oko's toughness a lot higher. But I think I really like... I like stealing this and attacking and getting this off the board too. This card annoys me, and just having more pressure is nice. Gimme. Imagine they have to chump, which is fine. I think we're just going to go Solemn, get a forest here. Nice thing is, even if he has a Nissa, we have, like, pretty good pressure for a Nissa. Oh, he has his Oko of his own. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. He makes that an elk. Yep, sure. God dang it, man. So stupid, dude. Just elk the Gathering over here. Sure. Wall. Sure. Jeez, dude. Okay. A little bit annoying. Excavator. Okay. Attack. Interesting. I will block. Okay, that's quite good. So I can play that, play land, trigger, cultivate, triggers. Make a food. All that seems pretty reasonable to me. Yes, then my opponent could technically steal my tracker, which is a little awkward. But then I could just elk it on the following turn, so I don't really care about that. Okay. I think I'm into this. Just make this play. Get 2 forests. I guess I could make a clue an elk. That seems pretty reasonable, actually. Let's elk up a clue. Sure. What a wild game, man. Wild game. It's possible Garruk minuses for a 3-3 so they can play cards off the top with Augur. I think this turn I'm going to Fauna Shaman, pitch this, get Avenger, and then we can Avenger. Sure. You are topping. That is fine. Sure. Fortunately, Oko can elk up the other clue, and we can get aggressive with our clues and attack these walkers, so... Gotta try getting the walkers off the board for sure. Especially the Garruk. Okay. That's fine. They elked my tracker. Okay, sure thing. I guess getting Avenger doesn't even really do anything right now. Oh man, all these elks, dude. Just all these elks. So many elks. I guess if I play the sword and equip it, I kind of put him in the abyss this turn, so maybe that's fine. Okay, these two go there. This one goes face. In fact, all three of these go at Oko. Alright, all three of those at Oko, that one at you. I assume the wall goes under the Solemn. And then he goes trade double block, probably. I don't even know. This is an absolutely insane game. Sure. I mean, they have to keep their Okos. I think they just have to give stuff up, really. That's unbelievable to me. Just absolutely unbelievable. They left me with a sword, and now I can just go get an Avenger of Zendikar. I already have 7 lands in play, but I still think I want to play one here. I can move over the sword, too, which I'm going to do. Go. Like, they can kill my Oko, but they have to, like, tap out and throw a creature in the garbage, so I'm fine with that. And now our opponent's just forever in the abyss as well. We also have a lot of pressure on the board. Like, a lot of pressure, and that's before I Avenger them. Okay. Okay, that's concerning. Very concerning. Hoof. Is that lethal? I think it is. 5, 12, yeah, it is. Okay, well, good to know they have Hoof. Yikes. Okay. Okay. How does them having Hoof change things? I probably want Revoker after seeing all these walkers and things. I think I'm still pretty happy to have Oko of my own. This one's tough. There are a lot of very good cards in this matchup. It's probably going to be like, it's probably just Corsair of Crewfix. Augur is just a way better version of this card. I still think I do like the sword. Just putting my opponent in the abyss is good. And if I ever draw the Gilded Goose specifically, just throwing it on Goose is probably going to be enough to win the match in a lot of situations. So still into it, I think. That was really unfortunate. It was an incredible top deck from our opponent there. I guess they did spin the top at one point that game, I think, so they did set that up, but pretty annoying either way. We can go get a Gilded Goose and then try throwing a sword on it. I think I'm going to try that. It's not the best hand in the world, but I am going to keep it. Okay. Do I still want to go with that plan, or do I want to go with, like, just a Tree Speaker? Or even, like, a Llanowar Elves, and then just, like, play this stuff? Maybe just a Llanowar Elves is better. It's a lot less greedy, that's for sure. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. Yeah, I'm just going to play this, I think. Let's try hitting some lands here. We did it. Okay, that's a good draw as well next turn. Scary spot here for sure. Spinning the top. Okay, deal. Well, the good news is I'm going to have 5 mana now, so I get to potentially just put my opponent into the abyss with the sword. Or at least make it so they have to let me have triggers. We'll see what they have here. Oath. Yuck. Very interesting. Huh. Frustrating, man. Very frustrating. Tracker, land, attack. I mean, I still just think I have to do that. I don't really have attacks, so I'm just not going to make them. Oath of Druids in the Green Mirror is kind of insane. as in I have no idea. Like, it doesn't really make that much sense to have it in their deck. They have a bunch of mana dorks to mine as well, so it's like good against all the token producers I had, I guess, which was probably their thinking. Sure. What weird wording on this card. Choose target player who controls more creatures than they do, and if that player is their opponent. Well, all those things... Oh, give me a break, man. What? A Progenitus? Come on, dude. It just randomly hits any creature, right? There's no... Yeah. Just absolutely nonsense, man. I've seen so many creatures out of my opponent's deck, and they just randomly hit the Progenitus. Sick. It's like a million mana dorks. Yeah, I mean, it's like they're a freaking green... They're a green deck with, like, at least 5 mana dorks from what I've seen. They play Wall of Roots. Pretty sure they play multiple one. Like, it's just so stupid. They have the Progenitus. Like, they could have hit the hoof there, and it would have done nothing. It's just so dumb, dude. Unbelievable. Yeah, I assume they sideboarded as well, and I'm still not even convinced it's good. It looks great here, of course, but well, at least we have a Revoker. It's not going to matter. I just can't beat this Progenitus on, like, in any world at all, but because unfortunately that one even has protection from Oko. It's just a total joke that they flipped into it. That's what I'm pissed about. Like, this is in their deck and they just blind. It's not like they NO'd for this. If they NO'd for this, I'd be annoyed, but like whatever. But this is completely random. They had no. They didn't. They like. I can't even remember if they set it up with top. I guess they might have set it up with top, but still, it's just ridiculous. Like, give me a break. But yeah, there's not a ton I can do about it, I don't think. The sort of Fire and Ice on... Yeah, just nothing really matters here at all for me. I think we're just going to concede this and move on to the next. Man, that was frustrating, dude. Just like blind draw into the Crater Hoof in game 2. Just activate the top. I don't even know if they had spun that top. Just like activate top, draw a card, hit the Crater Hoof. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Alright, we can keep this. Another green mirror, it would appear. Huh. Do this. Go. Well, we have a really busted hand again, so that's good at least. Turn 3 Nissa. Seems strong. Sure. Lose a mana, but that's A-okay with me. Sure. Fortunately, that one can't kill Nissa the first turn it's in play. Could also try hitting land. Oracle hitting lands would be like very, very good. Or Courser hitting a land even. Stream die or just you. Oh yeah, it looks like it did die, and then it just came back. Are you still there, Zach? I think I'm going to go with this line. All right, because even if I miss a land, I get to play the Smuggler's Copter and potentially have a block. I'd like to play Nissa with more lands. Hard, but I just want to Nature's Claim. Okay. Pretty annoying. But not the end of the world, I guess. We did gain a bunch of life. Okay. At least we get another land. Classic, I can't hit a land. Are they going to Croxa me off all this? Coming off too, which is nice. There we go. Finally hit a land. Those, please. Level this up. Suspend this. So we can just cast Augur next turn anyway, which is what I'm planning on doing. Oath. Okay, we're just getting Oath of Druids again. Interesting. And we'll just start leveling up. Kept this hand, but it's just been that kind of night. Feels like I'm drawing about as badly as I possibly can. Really annoying. Like, I don't even think it's particularly good, but it is pretty good against mono green. I will give it that. It pressures very quickly. Now I can go get like an Avenger next turn pretty reasonably. Let's turn off the auto yield so I can... Sick. A 7 mana 3/3. I'm in. Obviously, fight is not good enough for Baral, but it is good enough for Electroman, so I'm just going to hope. So I guess that's okay.
What are they going to do, like Manamorphose? I mean, they would have Morphosed first, right? Sure. Sure. I don't really know what they can islands from any nonsense from this. Yuck. Banefire. Gush. Yep. Has 7 cards, an Electroman in play, and a Citadel in play, so like that probably isn't going to win the game either. But oh man, I don't know. Good. So whatever. Plus. Feel it. None of this. At least that this deck has like some in attack. See if they gonna be able to protect. The reason I'm okay with it is this just gets so blanked by Deceiver later anyway. I'm just like fine getting my opponent's card off the board and then putting this hero in and trying to win with that. I need to remember to set my triggers correctly with this today. I was failing to do that yesterday. Hopefully my opponent doesn't Zealous this. Zealous on hero would be vomit-inducing. It'd be 11 damage to my face. Seems about right. Yeah, you have to attack. Good. Yep, you got it, opponent. Well done. Way to have Mana Crypt and Monkey in your opener. Nice work. You gonna play another 1-drop off the treasure? No. Okay. Sure. Who chose... You got it. If my opponent wants to take 5, they may. That something stupid. Mana Crypt. I'm not even gonna play those broken archetypes in the format, so I don't know. Maybe